Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you. Today let us talk about Prashna. What is Prashna? Prashna means a question. Sometimes it so happens that a natal chart is not very much precise, or rather we may not have the precision to read a natal chart right down to the last moment, to the T, and we might have to ask certain questions which add on are very important, but we may not find the answers from our natal chart. It so transpires that the natal chart is an entity that is set for us. It's the planetary, it's our karmic imprint that is set for us the moment that we are born. But within the gap of being born until the time that we have lived, we have done enough karmas to either support or to diminish the quality of the chart. For that, you can take into view a video already done by me, Karma and Astrology, in which I compared the charts of Sri Ram and Ravan, and you can see how, in spite of having similar positions of planets, they have done good or bad for themselves. For the topic at hand, so when we have done certain karmas and accumulated such a lot of penance, merits or demerits, this would bring about a change in the chart. So if you are to ask something vital, generally most of the people, most of astrologers do keep a chart on Prashna chart ready. But there are certain instances where small things which could lead to big events, small events which could lead to big incidences in life can be ascertained from the Prashna chart. Prashna is the question. And sometimes some people do not have the birth chart. In such cases, the Prashna is the last resort where you can answer questions very correctly and not be affected by not having a birth chart. The case that we take up today is of a young lady who was traveling and she was coming from a marriage, and so she incidentally kept a lot of jewelry in her suitcase which she had handed over to the attendant flight for luggage. And it so happened that when she got down, and went to collect her luggage, she lighted down from the flight and she went to collect her luggage. She could not find that piece of luggage. If we take that, definitely she would, like any other person, be upset or loss of a suitcase which contained a lot of jewelry and quite a lot of heavy clothes, quite expensive stuff. So she was very much lost. She was very upset and throughout in tears. So she managed to put, for her, a cousin of hers put in a question, a Prashna, and let's see how it unfolds. Prashna on the loss of suitcase. So her family also lodged a complaint with the police. So let us see how it happened. The Hora Lord and the Vara Lord at the time of the above Prashna were Jupiter. This also becomes important. Jupiter also becomes very important because it was done on a Thursday, and Jupiter becomes very important as a Vara Lord. Also, at the time, the moment of asking the question, Jupiter was in the 6th house of theft, and jewelry is also considered to be one of the karakas of Jupiter. So all in all, the position of Jupiter became very important. The Prashna Lagna was Gemini, and it was in the first half, 8 degrees of Gemini, definitely close to 9, very rarely, absolutely, if you can say it was 9 degrees, and so it becomes very important for her to for us to see that it is in the first half. So as per Shat Panchishka, the article is not destroyed. It is a Lagna Lord because Mercury happens to be the 4th Lord and the Lagna Lord also. So the Lagna Lord is in Aquarius in the 9th house of luck with the 3rd Lord, which is Sun, and it is also aspected by the 9th and the 5th Lord, making sure that the object is there, can be found. The 4th Lord is in the 9th house with the third lord, and it represents friends or senior management because of the presence of sun. Third house is the house of initiation. Third house is the house of courage, doing things, taking initiatives to do things. So it was told to them that there was any senior management who was available, they could be of great help to find it, as Jupiter is in the 6th house of thieves and is aspected by Mars from the 11th house. Mars is again the Karaka of thieves. That was a possibility. The article can, however, be got back if applied for assistance from a senior professional. Third house, here, Sun represents the government also. And if you take into account, Jupiter is also aspected by Rahu. So there was in all a strong case of misunderstanding or a theft. The chances of getting back the suitcase was great, because now this Mars is aspecting the 2nd house in which Rahu is situated from its own house. So this Mars is strong. Mars also represents police. In its high dignity, Mars is also representative of police. It is also in the Ashwini Lagna, and when the Ashwini Kumars, they're good at finding things. They're very, very good at solving mysteries. So if we take that into account, the 11th house of contact, one could and should take the help of the police. It seems that it was later on ascertained that the luggage was not loaded from the place of boarding. And because Moon is in the 12th from the ascendant, that is the 2nd lord, is 12 from the ascendant. So it must have gone off to a faraway place. It so happened that finally the luggage was found. It had been transferred to another city, and it was supposed to be handed over to them in a day or two. Some other person had, by mistake, taken away the luggage from its destination place. So in a day or two, the person came, handed over the luggage, and took away his own. Everything in the luggage was intact, nothing was lost, and everything was found very well. There is a mantra called Karthavir Arjuna mantra, and if it is done properly, there are likely chances that one gets back to the lost object. For that, you can read an article on it to be followed. Hope you will take good use of the Prashna, and there are many things that can be resolved from the Prashna. But one caution I would like to add is Prashna is not to be taken lightly. It is very potent and device and should be used with caution. With that thought, till we meet again, have a nice time.